Hi everybody and welcome to another tutorial. Today I'm going to show you how to make this walker bracelet, and this was designed by Woodland Crafts on Instagram, and this is a really cool bracelet. I think it's really nice and neat, and this is actually the front side, but the back side too looks nice as well. So Woodland Crafts hasn't posted this yet, but she did ask me to do a tutorial for this. So here's her account on Instagram, Woodland Crafts, and she does post figurines more often than she does bracelets, but her figurines are really nice. Like this phoenix, she made a poodle, and she makes bracelets too, so definitely make sure to check out her account on Instagram because it's really nice. And I will also have her link in the description box below, so make sure to check that out and give her a follow for me. And let's go ahead and make this. So to make this, you will need one loom, all pins aligned on the bottom. You will need 2 looms if you want to make this without an extension. I did, I think, 1.5 looms to make this fit 20 pins up, I think. So, yeah. And then I will need, you will need a hook, a C-clip, and 3 colors of bands. 3 or 4 colors of bands depending on what you like to do, because the teal in the center is used for 2 different layers. So let's go ahead and just get right into this. First, what we're actually going to be doing is placing these pink bands, these neon pink ones. I'm going to be using Liberty Blue for this today. And then what you're going to be doing is laying these bands, but first you have to skip these pegs down here because we are putting different bands on these pegs. So starting on the second row, you're just going to place these 2 Liberty Blue bands across. And if you can, make sure that they're not twisted because it's hard to untwist them once you finish the bracelet. And then what we're going to do is go up 1 peg and go across. Again, go up 1 peg and across. And you're going to do this all the way down your loom. It doesn't matter what side you place it on first. I just like to do it across from the left to the right. And you're going to do this until you reach the second to last peg on your loom. And I'll show you what it looks like when you get there. I was going to say demonstrate, but I'll just show you because I guess I can't really like demonstrate what it will look like. So anyway, I'm almost at the top of my loom here. Alright, so I'm at the second to last peg here, and we're not going to place any bands on these last one here. So just make sure that your loom looks like this, and then once it does, go ahead and come back to the beginning of your loom. Now what we're going to be doing is placing these zebra stripe bands here, which are your border. And I'm going to be using burgundy brown for this today. So to start, you're going to want to start on the center. Sorry, there's a motorcycle guy going like 60 miles an hour down this road. So you're going to start on the center, and you're just going to go to the outside. Pretty much just what you did with the blue bands, but you don't want your blue bands there because we have to put your border bands here. And then what you're going to do is go all the way up until you reach the last peg on your loom, and then you will turn into the center. Then once you reach that last peg on your loom, go ahead and take 2 more bands and just go across the center like we did with the blue bands and just like we did with the border at the beginning. And then after you do this and your loom looks like this, go ahead and come back to the beginning of your loom. We have 2 more layers to place, and both of those layers for me are going to be olive green. I know Woodland Crafts will like this because she loves olive green. and it's going to be both of these teal layers in the center. So the single chain is a separate layer. If you would like to change that color, you can. I will be using the olive green for both layers. But first we have to place our V-shaped band. So starting on that center peg, just go up into the outside like this, and up into the outside like this. Then go up one peg to the center, go up into the outside, and up into the outside. So you're going to do this all the way down until you reach the end of your loom. The motorcycle guy is driving, again, like 50 miles an hour down this road. You're going to do this all the way down until you reach the end of your loom. And if you want, you can also just go all the way up the left side and then all the way up the right side. Just make sure that you are pushing your bands down as you go. Then once you finish placing your V-shaped bands, your loom should look like this. Your last V-shaped band should end out here. And then what you're going to do is come back to the beginning of your loom, and now we're going to be placing a simple single chain down the center. Again, I'm using olive green for this. So just down the center, you're going to do a single chain. And then once you have finished doing that, go ahead and put those bands aside. And now all we have to do is place one last band, which I'm going to use my burgundy brown, and it's going to be a cap band here. So go ahead and place that there. Then once you finish doing that, go ahead and turn your loom around so that the arrows are now pointing towards you. And now what we're going to do is start the looping process. So first we have to loop up this center single chain that we just placed. So it's very simple. You just go underneath of the cap band and grab that single chain band and pull it forward and forward. Just forward onto itself all the way down until you reach the end of your loom. I'm going to go ahead and have my loom down here and do the rest of this, and then show you the next couple looping processes. So once you've done that, you don't really need to push it down that much. I just like to push down the top one. And then come back to the beginning of your loom, and what we're now going to do is we're going to loop these other olive green bands here. And the looping for this is pretty simple as well. All you have to do is go inside of this peg and grab that top olive green band and pull it down to itself. And here, just grab that other one, pull it down to itself. Go up to the next peg. Grab that top band and pull it down to itself, this next top band, and down to itself. And you're going to do this all the way down until you reach the end of your loom as well. So I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of mine. Also, I like to make sure that they aren't twisted, because in this bracelet it is pretty difficult to get your bands untwisted, especially these burgundy border band ones. Also, stay tuned to the end of the Stay tuned till the end of this video, because when you pull this off of the loom, it will look a little bit different than what it looks like here, and I will be showing you how to fix that. And at the top, you'll just pull these ones down as well. Make sure you're inside of that single chain and pull it down to itself. So go ahead and push down these bands here. and then come back to the beginning of your loom. Now we're going to be looping the border and these Liberty Blue bands, oh my goodness gracious, Liberty Blue bands simultaneously. So go underneath of the cap band and grab your burgundy band and pull it out to itself. Pull the other burgundy band out to itself so it looks like this now. Then you're going to pull this band one forward. Go underneath the cap band, well, all those bands. Pull that burgundy band forward. And then what you're going to do is go ahead and loop out these navy blue, or Liberty Blue bands, to themselves. But then we can't loop this burgundy band forward because then this band on the bottom won't get caught. So just grab that band from the outside and flip it over and then release. So it should look like this now. Again, same on the other side, just grab that bottom Liberty Blue band, pull it over and release. Then grab this burgundy band and pull it forward and forward. Then pull out the Liberty Blue bands to themselves and lift over. Oops, make sure you're going from the outside. Lift over this Liberty Blue band here and here. Oops, I missed that. And then pull this forward again. And this is what you're going to be doing all the way down the loom. And when you pull this off, the bracelet will look a little bit weird. So, like I said before, I'll show you how to fix that at the end. It's a little bit difficult for me to see whether I'm grabbing the bottom band or not, so that's why I'm going a little bit slower. So once you get to the top, your loom should look like this, and then all you're going to do is just pull this burgundy band into the center here, and into the center here. Then I just like to pop these two bands off. Now I'm going to take one more of my burgundy bands, stick it down through all of these, and pull this off of the loom. So when you pull off of the loom, this is the back side here, and then this is the front side. So mine's actually looking a little bit better than it normally does, but you can see sometimes that these bands here are like separated. So all you have to do is bring them up just like that. And sometimes you can just push them forward and then pull on it a little bit. Obviously, if your bands are twisted, you want to untwist them and make sure that they're pulled forward. And I'll do all of my extra messing with this later. So that's going to do it for this tutorial. Thank you for watching, and make sure to give a thumbs up and subscribe. I will have Woodland Crafts' name in the description box below. Make sure to check her out on Instagram and give her a follow for me. And that's all I'm going to have for you guys in this video, so I hope to see you next time.